I'm Chef Mark with LearnToCook.com. Today we'll be making an all-time favorite marinara sauce, or marinara, depends how you pronounce it. What you want to use is a high-quality crushed tomato product. I like to use 6-in-1 because it's great. It has puree and pulp, and it's totally crushed. It makes for a very easy marinara sauce. I don't buy whole tomatoes and spend time mashing them in my pot with a mashed potato masher. It takes a lot of work. Or buy the whole peeled tomatoes and put it in the food processor and have that to clean. Or I don't even buy chopped or diced tomatoes in the can. The cans are best, of course, unless you get some beautifully ripe tomatoes from your garden. But barring that, you want to use crushed tomatoes, because why go through all that work to make your own crushed tomatoes if you can buy in the can? And many times in the can, it's quite superior to what you can make by hand. No seeds and all that. So I like to use crushed tomatoes with puree. So for this marinara sauce recipe, a marinara, you want to have a sauce pot sufficient enough, high enough so that all the ingredients can simmer in it. I have it sort of like on medium heat. I'm using EVO, right? Extra virgin olive oil. And let that swirl a little bit. I actually want to have a little color in the garlic for this preparation. I actually want the garlic to get a little color in this preparation. Just a little. You don't want it to go over golden brown, because burnt garlic you have to throw out. So you have to be very careful with that. I have some nice diced onion, a little water, and 2 or 3 tablespoons of fresh basil, some dried basil, salt, and pepper. So this is very easy marinara sauce. There's lots of other versions where people add a pepperoni to cook in it, or add some Italian sausage to cook in it. That's fine. But this one is all-purpose. Everyone can use it. Yeah, even the vegan and vegetarian, right? Because it's all plants that are in here. So you don't want it sliced or whole garlic. You want it minced so it dissolves, becomes part of the marinara sauce. Let's turn up the heat a little bit on that. So that's browning up slowly but surely. I want them to toast just slightly. You can tell because the smell changes. Oh, you see they're starting to brown? All right, now's the time to put the small diced onions inside there as well. So we'll lower the heat a little bit. See the color of the garlic? That's what you want. It's sort of like a pine nut color. A light pine wood color. I call it pine nut color. So that can sweat a few moments. You don't want the onions to brown in this preparation. They just give a nice sweet note, background note to it. So we'll let that cook for a few moments. So as you can see, the onions have become softened and we call it sweated, right? Sweated onions, much softer. And then the garlic is doing fine, hasn't turned any additional color. Add the nice crushed tomatoes to that. You take a little water to wash out the can, right? Good to the last drop. I think that's another product, though. That's a Maxwell House, all right? And then we'll let that swirl in there a little bit. At this point, I'm going to add the dried basil. You always want to add your dried spices towards the beginning of the cooking process, so the volatile oils come out through heat. Then we add the fresh basil at the end. That's going to simmer for a few moments now. All right, so it's simmered for about 15 minutes. There's no need to over-reduce or extract the sauce. There aren't any raw ingredients, as we've already cooked the garlic and the onions. in the olive oil and the tomatoes, well, they cook very quickly since it's a vegetable fruit, right? So you can see it's reduced down, sauce-like consistency. Now we're going to add the fresh basil. This gives this sauce a really whole new dimension than any marinara sauce you've had before. We're going to add some crushed black pepper to that and some sea salt. Now some people say, well, they like to add sugar to the marinara sauce. It depends on the sweetness of the tomatoes. So that would probably be used when you have backyard or a vine ripened tomatoes that may not be as sweet. So we give that a little stir. The fresh basil cut in chiffonade gives a nice, beautiful appearance to it. That's just half the heat. And then have some water just in case you want to thin it out. Some people like the marinara sauce thicker or thinner. So we're going to bring it to a simmer, and then we're just going to show you the consistency on this plate right here. So now the sauce has come to the consistency we want. Let's just put a little on the plate. You can see how beautiful that marinara sauce, nice consistency, and it tastes wonderful too. Enjoy. Well, thanks for joining us today at learntocook.com. Be sure to comment and to subscribe. Also visit us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great day and thank you.